Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to make the reaction of the Lions and Chiefs game. Give big props to the Lions. I said I wasn't surprised that the Lions had won this game, and I'm not. But we need to talk about this game because the way this game happened, a lot of things transpired. Jared Goff played very good the rest of the way. Defensively, I was not really high on the Lions defense. I thought it wasn't great, but they played very well, only holding the Chiefs to 20 points. 20 points. Brian Branch with the pick six hurts all of us Packer fans near and dear. But there's a lot of things that happened in this game. There's a lot that we got to talk about. Jahmyr Gibbs looked good for some runs. They didn't really give him the ball. David Montgomery played well. Wide receiver core-wise, Marvin Jones was terrible. He dropped the ball. Amon-Ra St. Brown was still good. Sam Laporta looked good. Brock Wright looked good. And the Lions won the game. Dan Campbell played very well. He was gutsy. I liked the ideas that he had. I know the fourth downs, the jet sweeps were all called. I like the way he played. He came out and showed the world. This Lions team, guys, we were all saying if the Lions don't have to win this game, but if they make it close or win, they're a threat for a lot of these NFC teams. So we got to give credit to that. The way they played the game was great. The way they managed the game was great. I know that 4th and 2 was kind of controversial for throwing it there, but they were able to hold on and win. Chiefs. Now, this game isn't completely on Patrick Mahomes, and I'm going to say why. But we're going to get to things. But that fourth quarter was really poorly managed. I'm not one to it's just executed piss poor. I like Andy Reid, and I like their play calling, their decision making was terrible. They went into that drive, and you just looked completely lost. Pacheco was what was working. They just stopped giving him the ball. The running was keeping them in that game, and they just stopped running the ball. I don't know why they did. They went for a 4th and 20. I also want to bring up the Jawan Taylor was 4 yards back behind the line. I know, part of it's illegal, but it was full game. That has to be called eventually, and they finally did. So that was awesome. But the NFL has to call that. You can't be that far back because it allows the defense to struggle, and that's why the sacks weren't being made. And that's why they were getting more pressure because part of that. But I'm not defending that entirely. But just terrible fourth quarter management by the Chiefs entirely. And the wide receivers are complete hot trash. Travis Kelce really showed it made a difference. Without him in the lineup, they really could not catch the football. We'll get to the two big ones, but man, you gotta give credit to Mahomes. Gave them all opportunities to win the game, but the wide receivers really just couldn't get the job done. And it's excuses, I know, and you know what? We can't really defend that. Type of loss, terrible play calling. I feel just in that final drive, the jet sweeps I get because you're trying to get yards. But to me, it's you're kind of playing too flashy. Just run the ball and get the yards. You have Pacheco. You have Hilaire. You have McKinnon. You have these speedy guys. Don't have to make everything so flashy. Just be a team you are. You're one of, if not the best running teams in the league. You got to run the ball there. I get it. 4th and 20 going for it, it's terrible play call. You got to punt the ball. Maybe because there's 2 minutes left in the game. You're going for it on your own 4th and 20. You're giving the Lions good field position. You should have punted the ball, and maybe you would have a few seconds left to maybe make something happen. Force them to a 3 or force them to a 3 and out. Get the ball back and try to score again. But terrible just play calling. I'm not mad at Mahomes. I feel like he did all he could. At sometimes I felt Mahomes was missing throws, overthrowing a lot of guys, which he did. But Danny Gray played great. I love what I saw from him. Made some really good catches when he needed to. Noah Gray, kept making really good catches when he needed to. Extending the play, getting the first downs, what have you. Rashid Rice had a few drops today, but got a touchdown. That was good to see. Justin Ross caught a pass. But the two guys I want to talk about, Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore, man. If you are a Giants fan, I am. Kadarius Toney is going to become a meme. And if there's anything, I wish, you could strip rings. Because Kadarius Toney got carried so hard. And for someone talking all this about the Giants, saying all this and that, you dropped 4 passes this game. 4 or 5 or even more. I couldn't count. That's how many times he dropped a pass. You can't really count. Kadarius Toney needs to get better. That's abysmal performance. You were roasting the dog water out of New York. I'm glad the Giants are happy. I would go work on the field and practice catching because there's in God's green earth. You have the best quarterback in the league throwing you the football, and you're dropping every single one of them. Sky Moore, another guy who I like, was just dropping it. And some of the balls were underthrown. You could say maybe he was missing his throws. Maybe they were just overthrown. But no, Kadarius Toney has no excuses. He's a veteran. He's been in the league for 3 years. He has no excuse. He has no excuse. Maybe you can give Sky Moore some leeway. But I'm not. They're Super Bowl champs. I'm not going to say that it's entirely on Mahomes because, he was missing throws. You have to look. They looked sloppy today. The blocking was doing good. The defense did well enough to give the Chiefs chances. The wide receivers, the coaching, the play calling, all of that was what killed the Chiefs in that final quarter and to start off third. The Chiefs had a chance to go up and get big, and they played poor down the stretch. Goes to show you that when play calling's terrible, you got to take advantage, and they didn't. Kadarius Toney's trash, and I hope he listens to this video. Because, dog, you were roasting Giants fans, and I think they're living pretty well with Darren Waller. And I know you better get practicing because I know you're not making it out of practice tomorrow. Because there's no way you're dropping those passes, man. They're wide open. There's no excuse for that. I'm sorry, Kadarius Toney. But you were roasting the Giants. I think they're glad. They got a free first-round pick, and they got Darren Waller. And you play first week 1, and what do? You play like shit. Thank you guys for watching. I got a lot to think about after this game. But I just wanted to talk about this game really quick because, my God, the Lions, I give them a lot of credit. They came out and they played for once. Lions are threats because we all knew if the Lions won this game, they are someone they can now really be considered a problem. They beat the best team, Super Bowl champs. Now it's time to keep that momentum high. Next week you got some good games coming up. As a Packer fan, it's tough, but I enjoyed watching Kadarius Toney drop the football. But thank you guys for watching. I'll be making more reactions to all these NFL games. But thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you next video. Peace.